Moshi Moshi everyone. Welcome to the season 2 episode 4 of Moshi Moshi Talks. We're going to be talking about how can you use internet for your brand. So internet can be used for your brand in two separate ways. It can be used as a medium or it can be used as a business. So when you use internet as a medium, you can do a lot with your brand, right? When I'm talking about medium, you are using it like radio, television or newspaper. How you use all these medias, you can use internet on the same way. So just like if you are present as an offline brand and you can put all your products on the internet, let people browse through your catalog. So it can act as a 24/7 salesperson for you. You can, so let's say you are a newspaper company and you have offline subscriptions. You can ask people to actually subscribe online. Mind you, the service is offline. Newspapers are getting delivered offline, but you're using internet as a medium for you to get deliveries done. You will have to treat internet as a whole different business opportunity. Putting your brand name on the internet doesn't make you an internet brand. There are brands and there are internet brands, and these are two separate things. Internet is a whole different business opportunity. If you're looking at internet as a business opportunity, you need to come up with a separate brand name. The identity has to be separate completely. It was not ABC, New York Times or Wall Street Journal who created the biggest information site in the world. It was Yahoo.com. It was not Barnes and Nobles, Borders who created the most important book company in the world. It was Amazon.com. Some of the hottest brand online are not even present offline, and that's what the power of internet is. If you treat internet as a business, you can create a whole different category, own that category forever and earn billions out of it. I'll tell you a few offline brands who tried really heavy on online and they failed. You know about Reliance, right? Reliance started with Reliance Smart.in online and they failed. Aditya Birla, the biggest retailer, they went with above.com, they failed heavily. Tata went with Tata Click with the same brand name, failed. Now talk about all online brands and tell me whether they have strong offline presence or not. Amazon, Grofers, Big Basket, Flipkart, do they have offline presence? They don't have offline presence. They're the biggest brands online. So the modern day consumer, there was a research conducted, modern day consumers actually do not care whether you have offline presence when they are buying online. They need the best possible product at best possible price and they go for it. So when you're treating online as a separate business, you can do a lot together with that. And that's what the power of online is. On internet, you need to ask two questions when you're building the brand. What works online and what doesn't work online? If you are able to answer this question, you can start building an online brand. So there are 3 pointers I'm going to tell you, and you can decide whether you can treat your brand as a medium or a business, right? So first is whether you have an intangible or a tangible product. When it comes to tangible product, is very experience oriented, right? A lot of brands have been fighting on this. They have done easy return policy. They have done pick your product and bring your product to home. So let's say Urban Ladder, in my home, whether that sofa is going to look good or not, I'm not sure, and buying online becomes very difficult for me. Urban Ladder is trying very hard. They're telling, buy one sofa, I'm going to send you 4 sofas, use it in your home, tell which one is good and send 3 out. It's not very practical, it becomes really difficult. So becoming an online brand for very tangible products becomes a very big problem, and cost is too high on that. For intangible services, it makes a lot of sense to put your service online. So it is mentioned on financial sector, every time a person is checking their balance on American Express is saving $1 every transaction. So that's the kind of administrative cost that you can bring down if you use internet for that matter. But when it comes to tangible, it is not able to answer certain questions. Whether it's going to fit me, is it going to be comfortable, how I'm going to look after wearing that. So it's an experience-based thing. Is the product available in thousands of variations, lot of colors, lot of pieces, lot of bits and pieces. So imagine books. A single store can only handle that much, and that's why Amazon boomed. The first thing that Jeff Bezos did before starting a company is he picked a category where he can make the most number of products, and he found out books. A single bookstore can have like 1 lakh book. Amazon can have like 50 crore book in different category, different zone, and can feed everyone. When you have more categories, the best way is to go online, put it online, and you can sell as many as possible because it's a virtual directly. You're not putting everything on an offline level, and warehouse cost is not increasing. Is your shipping cost too high compared to your product cost? So this happens in FMCG segment. We have been working with multiple FMCG brands. We tell them, can you go online? And the first thing that they tell is, my product is for 40 bucks. My delivery is 100 rupees. How does that make sense? So that's where the problem comes. Even though multiple brands are trying to come up with subscription options in FMCG where multiple, like, let's say 6 product can be delivered and your cost will increase, but it's still not working out. So if your shipping cost is higher than your product cost, it doesn't make sense to go online. You can use internet as a medium. So let's say all FMCG brands, right from biscuits or any of these things that you see, all these brands are mostly not selling online on independent platforms. They're using Amazon and other things for groceries and stuff like that, but they're not selling independently because cost will not work out. There are actually multiple factors that you can keep in mind before deciding whether your brand should be treated as a medium or a business. But once you decide, make sure you go online. There are 500 million active online users just in India. So it's a huge opportunity. Don't wait for some other brand to take your category and punch you in face.